Hello, JP Cervoni here. I'm going to show you today how I was able finally to tame down the beast. The beast meaning my trustworthy Marshall Super Elite 73. Now we all know that these amps are some of the best amps ever made for classic rock tones, but they come with a volume issue, meaning that they're so loud that unless you're playing in some big venues, then you find yourself compromising all the time. And it's not a volume only issue, but volume equals tone with these amps, because they have a sweet spot where you truly have to crank them up. You know, the master, if it's not a 10, it's almost up to 10. And in the back it says it's 100 watt, and it should actually say 1000 watts, because that's how loud they are. How do I do this? How did I fix the problem? Well, by using a Koch unit. Here it is. It's an attenuator load box, which allows you to use the amp in many different ways. And let me give you an example. So, before using the load box, I would use the amp this way. Preamp all the way up, trying to get the most distortion out of it. And then dealing with the master, you know, here at my house, bedroom volume, medium to small club, you know, 1, 2, 3, 4. Up with the master, and I mean the amp will sound okay. I'll give you an example. And I mean that's a good sound, but I'm not getting the best out of the amp. Why? Because I'm not pushing the power section, the EL34. You know, this sound is okay, but it's sort of a little bit frizzy, a little bit buzzy, and not full frequency. That's where the load box comes in, and so here it is. Let me show you. Using the attenuator side of the load box, and I'm down to 2%, which is pretty well bedroom volume. It's a little bit louder sounding than the example before, but I could even go down to 1% if I want to. Now this allows me to use the amp the way it's supposed to be, which is, let's crank the master all the way up. I'm all the way up with the master, and I'm going to back off even on the pre. I don't need to squeeze the pre all the way. This allows me to have even more of a hi-fi quality tone. And even though you're not going to be able to truly tell the difference, because I'm using the microphone from the camcorder here, let me tell you that now, when I play, I'm getting the low end, the woof, out of the power section with the EL34 cranked up, and it's a great classic rock tone. Here it comes. Killer tone. Another way to use the load box is as a recording device. The unit allows me to use any amp without plugging any speakers and go directly from the DI balanced out from the load box into any recording gear. At my home studio today, I'm using a Fender Super Champ, and I'm going directly from the amp into the load box. I'm plugging the speaker and going there from the load box DI balanced out directly my Boss 1180 8-track digital machine. This is amp, no speakers, going directly into the recording unit here via the load box.
Thank you.
one more way you can use the LoadBox is in a live situations, either in a rehearsal room like I am today, or on a live gig. Let me show you the way I got it set up today for rehearsals. I'm using a small amp. It's my Fender Super Champ HD. The LoadBox is on top of it, going from speaker to LoadBox, LoadBox out via DI, mic cable into the PA. I'm using the amp more like a monitor, if anything. The amp is not really cranked up loud. I just got a good tone from the little combo, and I'm running the amp into the LoadBox, and the LoadBox is going in via the microphone cable into the PA in the rehearsal room. And great tone. This is the amp without the PA. This is just the amp. So it's pretty soft, you know, almost like bedroom level. But now, when I turn this up, here we go. No noise, no nothing, and my guitar tone is coming a little bit on my side as a monitor, and then it's going through the PA and the monitors if I want to. So I got this beautiful guitar that surrounds the whole band, and makes everybody sound better, I sound better, and problem solved with feedback, with microphone, and all that stuff. And you can take now this setup, and I do, into my live gigs. See you in a bit. Let me finish by saying that the LoadBox 2 is an indispensable piece of equipment for any guitar player. I find myself using it constantly, and with great results. So I would suggest to go give it a try and get one for yourself. Make some great music. Peace. JP Cervoni here, signing out.